Hello everyone and welcome to another SuncatByte. During today's SuncatByte, we're going to talk about multi-file programs, and specifically in regard to functions. Multi-file programs are pretty simple. So first off, let's remember that we have a number of requirements for functions, right? We have to have a function prototype, we have to have a function call, and we have to have a function definition. So when we're using multi-file programs, all we're going to do is put these things in a different file. So our function prototypes are going to go in a .h file. An example would be functions.h. Our function calls are going to go in a CPP file. Typically in this class it'll be driver.cpp. It could have another name, but the key thing to realize about that is that the main function will be in this file. And the main function will be our calling function, and also we're going to have to include our .h. So in this case it would be functions.h. We have to actually have this include statement inside of that file. And then our function definitions will be in another CPP file, something like functions.cpp. Those don't actually have to have the include as long as we add them correctly into the project in Visual Studio. So as far as multi-file programs go, this is the gist of it. You have your three different pieces of a function. You have your prototype, your call, your definition. Those are going to go into different files. A .h, a .cpp, which includes the functions.h, and another .cpp, which doesn't have to have the include. To illustrate this, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this program, program 4.2, which we've already seen, which is how old are you, name and age function, ask for name and age example in one file. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this up into multiple files. So first off, we already have one file here, ask name age func.cpp. We're going to keep that file the same, and it has int main in it, so that's going to be what will typically be our driver.cpp. So we're going to need a couple other files. One for the prototypes, right? Here's all of our prototypes. So that file will come over here. We right click and we say add new item, and we're going to create a .h. So we click .h here, and I'm going to call it functions.h. Click add. So notice you now have functions.h there. Next thing I'm going to do is create another CPP file, and I'm going to call it functions.cpp. This is where our function definitions are going to go. All right, so now all I need to do is start moving the relevant code. So here we have our function prototypes. Those go in our .h. So I'm just going to come in. I'm going to cut those. Come to my .h. Paste. Notice how I have a string here and it doesn't know what the strings are. Reason for that is I need to include my string library. So now open. The standard namespace as well. So now that we have those in here, I'll put this pragma1 statement up on top. We should be okay from that perspective, right? Oh, I got rid of my dang string. Pound include string. There we go. Now inside of here, we have to actually, inside of the function, that the file that has main, we need to have an include statement for the .h. And what that basically does is it assures that the function prototypes that are in the .h get seen before they're called. So now we have that statement. Inside of main, we're going to leave everything the same down here, because this has our function calls. These are all of our function definitions. So what we're going to do with these, we're going to take them all, and we're going to cut them, and we're going to paste them here. Just like the other one, we need to include the proper libraries. So here we're doing some input and output, so we need IOStream. And we're doing some strings, so we need string. And we still need the standard namespace. But notice I don't have to put an include for the .h here. All right, so now we have 3 files. This one, this askNameAgeFunc.cpp, which has our calls inside of main. Main is our calling function. These are all of our called functions here. And then we have our header. So now let's see if this compiles. So we go to build, build solution. We get no compile errors. So now I'm going to try to run this. Enter my name, enter my age, and there you go. This works just the same as it did when we had this in one file. So that's going to be it. That's it for multi-file programs. Key thing to learn here is if you want to write a program as a single file and then transition it to multi-file, you can do that. Just remember that typically when we write ours, it's going to be driver.cpp for the function that has main in it. I mean, for the file that has main in it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do shoot me an email or post on the discussion board, or I'll see you during lab or office hours. Till then, take care. Bye.